Okay, so there's an option here called aligned for dimensioning, especially if you have inclined planes or walls. So I can actually dimension it this way and it will align to that wall. Okay, so you're just trying to learn about the dimension of the building. Once you have done that, then you can go to your next image, which is your elevation. Okay, so again, open this in Paint. So File, Open, look for your elevation, open. So there's my elevation. I'll say Control A, Control C, go back here and say, let me delete that, paste, special, paintbrush picture, click OK. There it is. So what do I do with this now? Well, this here shows me the stairs or steps outside the building. And I think that elevation should be looking this way. Okay? So, one thing that I can do is, I might want to rotate this building for now. Okay? So, I can say rotate. In my case, I'll rotate this. Okay, and then I'll say specify base point. I'll rotate here. I'll say reference. This will be my reference, and I'm going to rotate it. Just saying what I sorry, reference. I'll do it again. Rotate. Uh, Select object. Oops. Again, rotate, select object. You might not need to do this. In my case, my building is a little bit tilted, so I want to rotate it. Specify base point. Okay, and then reference. I'll click here to there, and then I want it F8. I want it straight. There you go. So, see, images doesn't rotate. That's the problem. Okay, so undo. Images doesn't rotate, unfortunately. So I cannot do that. No problem. I'm just going to need to get the dimension here. So let's say aligned. So my building is inclined a little bit. So I'm going to get the dimension from here to there. And my dimension is 12830.65. So I'm going to say 12831. So why do I need that? Well, here I know that that particular line is this line over here. So I'm going to scale this to 12, is that 18? Sorry, 12830. Now, I might be missing something. I think I'm missing this part and that part. See, I have to investigate my building from here, I think, to there. Or if this is the ground floor, it's only up to here. Yep, I think from here up to here. So, let me do a line. If I'm not mistaken, this is here up to here. F8 up to here. Okay, I think that, if I'm not mistaken, it's this line here up to here, which is this wall here, from here up to there. So I'm going to scale that to 12831 so that it aligns to this building. So I'm going to say scale this base point. This could be my base point, And then I'm going to say reference. Reference length is from here to there. New length is 12,831. There you go. So my elevation is aligned to the dimension that I'm going to use for this building, the rounded off number. So instead of 12,830.65, I can actually have said 12,830.50. Okay, so that's also a nice round off. Okay, so now they are about the same size. Then I can check whether I got the dimension right for my height, building height. So let's see, from here to here, floor to floor, F8 is about 2,326, which is about right? About 2 meters point or 2.4 meters, right? 2.4, that should be good. Okay, so I can round it off to 2.325, right? So that's a good round off number, 32325. When I draw this, if I make an offset for my elevation, I'm going to make an offset of 2325. Okay, there you go. So that when I make my dimension, again, it will show me, again, dimension from endpoint to endpoint. Yes. So I've corrected this, I've rounded it off, but it looks almost the same as the image. Okay, so round off your elevation, add dimension. Okay, and lastly, you want to add the next floor plan and maybe the next elevation or section. Okay, so I'm going to do that next. Let me just answer some questions.